Hello lovers of fashion. I want to say welcome to Custom to Venture. Thanks to all my returning subscribers, thanks to all my friends and even the new subscribers. And if today is your first time of coming across my video, I want to say you are highly welcome. God bless you. Okay, let's get started. Today we'll be putting on a princess bustier dress. Okay, I will be working with the length 37. Okay, and then I'll be using this as my starting line where this black stripes start for. So let me measure my length. There will be sewing allowance up and then down. I'm leaving it as 40 to be on the safe side. 40. And then each time you are folding your cloth, when you are cutting, of course you cut on fold. Each time you are cutting your cloth, make sure you fold to the largest side of your measurement. And mine is the hip, which is 39. So with the sewing allowance and all that, I make it 42 to be on the safe side, and then 42 divided by 4, I'll be having 10.5. 10.5 plus Z, I'll be adding 2, making it 12.5. Okay, so I'm already on the 12.5, and then my shoulder measurement is 16. That is I'll be having 16 divided by 2. I have 8 plus half. I have 8.5. So my armhole line 8 inches. 8 inches. Okay, goes this way. And then my slanting the shoulder, you come down by half an inch, sorry, by 1 inch, and then I link it up to the neckline. Okay, so the next thing from the bust is 9 inches. That is from the shoulder, 9 inches. From my 9 inches. So this is my bust line. Bust line. Okay. We seam the chalk. Then the underbust is 12.5. 12.5. Okay. The underbust is the waistline is 15. This is where the waist, that is half length, 15. Okay, from the shoulder to the hip is 26. I have 26. Okay, so what is the next thing? The bust span, which is 7.5. 7 divided by 2, I have 3.5. 3.5. I start that from under bust, and I connect that to the for here. I connect that down. Okay. To my end line is 40 here, so I connect my dart down there. Okay, so the next thing, we're going for the bustier measurement. So the next thing we're going to do is we find out the half of the armhole line. The half of armhole line, which is this 7, and this is 3.5. Okay, 3.5. And then, so the next thing we are coming here, I'm going to deduct the dart line here. This is the span, so I will just take half to the left, half to the front. Let me take 0.75, not up to 1, 0.75. The same thing I take here, and I take it down like that, not up to 1. So I connect. Okay, so now this, my half of this is coming to this place, and because it's bustier, that's why I'm picking it from here. So I come up by 1 inch, come down by half an inch. Okay, next thing I'm bringing it down here. Okay, the bust span line is coming, of course, up here, but I will leave about half an inch here, so that by the time I connect it here, it will give a curved line. It's just what I call a crescent. So this place now, I move it like this. It shouldn't be straight, so it should be curved to meet this place. This one is also curved to meet this place. I want to believe we are saying it. And then this one goes here, goes to the where the 3.5 is, comes this way. So the one I jumped up here, I think this is the 3.5. Okay, so the one that goes up here, which is 1 inch, I draw it to meet with this one. Then the half here, I connect it to meet here. So 1 inch here and half inch here, I will add it to this place, so that by the time I cut it, there will be enough. So I will be adding 1.5 here, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inch here. So I'm good to go for the cutting. So when I'm cutting now, I'm only going to cut this place, cut it to this place, okay, and then cut it to this place. But this place, I wouldn't cut it. I'm just going to sew it inside like that. I won't cut through, okay? I won't have to cut through. If you like, you can cut through. If you don't like, you leave it as you like. That one is left to us. So let's cut it out. Before we cut it, we are going to measure the hip. The hip is 39. Let's say 40. Okay, the hip is 39. 39 divided by 4, that will be giving us about 9.75. Okay, I'll make it 10 so that it will be on the safe side. And then I've taken 1.5 here for both sides. So I will be adding 1.5 to 10. So having it as 11.5 with the sewing allowance I will just give it a 12.5, exactly as I put it there. So the bust, we can't cut yet until we have measured the bust. The bust measurement is 37. 37 divided by 4. I have about 9.5. 9.5 plus that we are cutting here, that is 10.5, and I give it as a 1.5 for sewing allowance here. So I'm having exactly this place here, okay? And then the underbust is a 32. That is 8. 8 plus 2, that's 10. 10 plus 1.5, that is 11.5. Connect it to this place. Then the waist is 34. So 34, and this is 32. So I just add whatever I get here plus 0.5. I hope we got it. So it will be giving us about 12 here. So I connect it, and then the hip, which is I said, 39 divided, just about 9.75 plus 1.5. Okay, I think I've measured the hip for here. So this goes to the hip. And down below the hemming line for this, I will just come down by coming from the hip. The hip is 12.5. I will come in by 1.5. That will be 11.5, just to give it a shape. Okay, so I'm good to go. I will connect them. Okay, sorry, yet to finish it. I'm not connected to the next, sorry. So the next thing we're going to do, this one is going to give us a different, our armhole line now. So this is our armhole now, our new armhole. It's going to be. So what I will just do is I will cut this one and then just sew it down. Okay, just cut and then sew it through. Sew it through. I will do it for you. You are going to get it. So instead of cutting this through, but if you want to cut it through, you are free to cut, but I wouldn't cut it through. Okay, so I will use this same one to cut the back. I'll just give it only ordinary that shape at the back. Okay, so for the back panel, line the front panel with it, and then there's no princess dart at the back. So what do we do? I've aligned it with it here. So what, and then I've plaited the zipper allowance there. So I've left about 1.5. So I've connected my armhole line back. Okay, and then I will just trace the shape. The dart here is still going to be the same 1 inch, you know, about 1.5 inch in, just to bring out the shape very. I'm here to put my neckline. So this zipper allowance, notch it so that you know where your zip is starting from. And of course we are going to still open this one. So let me just cut it. Okay, I've cut the back panel. I've notched where the dart will be. I've notched where the